Good morning, Christina's World Kitchen. I'm Christina Martinez Williams. I want to ask you a question. Where do you put the weight? Where do you put the weight? Thumbs up, hearts, share this video. You're going to want to hear this. I want to know, actually though, from you, where do you put the weight? And what does that mean? What do I mean by where do you put the weight? I'm not talking about the weight that you've gained. I'm not talking about the weight that you've lost. I'm talking about the weight, the value, the importance that you put on different measures of growth, on different indicators of success. Where do you put the most weight? Which of those measures or indicators of success do you personally make the most important? Put priority on. Put priority on in how you feel about them when they happen or don't happen. I would guess that many people put that on weight, that your weight loss or weight gain is where you put the weight, where you put the importance, where you put the value. However, I want to challenge that and help see a different perspective, that when you put the weight, when you shift the perspective of having the weight be on the weight and move it to being the value and the importance, the emphasis being on sizes lost, being on how you look in photos, being on how you're showing up in your mindset with opportunities versus limitations, being on what you see as possible and that you can do, being on how you've shifted your eating habits, being on how more mobile and flexible and strong and endurance way you have, and being on your sleep quality and quantity and priority, and being on your eating window. When you shift to how you feel and put weight on that, when that shifts and you feel and notice and give weight, importance, value, and perspective, priority, there, you're going to see the other shift. It's something that happens. It's happened to me. When I was forced to relinquish the control and the power of my weight loss because it wasn't happening, but I was doing all the things, I didn't stop. I remained disciplined, but I taught myself how to see where to look for other shifts. And when I found those other shifts in my energy, in the way that I showed up, in the way that my mindset shifted, in the way that I was making choices and advocating for myself, then I started to see that things were happening, and when I tried on my clothes. So I want to know, where are you currently putting the weight, the importance, the value, and where can you shift it to? I know that it's possible, and I know that that in between can be challenging, going from the awareness to where you're actually doing it. And I would love to help you in that in between to know how to do that. But the awareness is really important. And then the shift is really important. So tell me in the comments where you live, but also tell me, where did you used to put the weight? Where do you put it now? And, or where do you want to put it if you haven't put it there yet? All right, hope that's helpful. From my house to your kitchen, global flavors and healthy plates from around the world. Bye.